Project Nashville is a year-long look into Music City's incredible growth, and Nashville, of course, became even bigger than ever this past weekend when it hosted the NFL Draft. But did having 600,000 extra people in town for the draft actually benefit the city?
Fox 17 News' Sarah Small investigates tonight in this week's Project Nashville.
It took months to plan, and it'll take days and weeks to tear it all down and get Music City back to normal. But what remains after the NFL Draft is the undeniable fact that Music City can and will host events that the whole world is watching. The sights and sounds of Draftville have all now disappeared. But word of what makes Nashville special left with the crowds and will be spread across the country.
We did it right. We did it well. Probably never been more proud of this town and never seen it look as good as it did.
Looking at the wall of people in downtown Nashville, it's hard to imagine the city could accommodate any more visitors. But Visitors Corporation CEO Butch Spearden says Nashville wasn't full.
The city was probably close to 90%, somewhere in the 80-90 range out of 31,000 rooms. And we estimated, looking online, about 5,000 Airbnbs were sold.
So what about all that money? Project Nashville finds the city is still working on the specifics of economic impact, but officials expect to blow past the $80 million in direct spending Dallas had last year.
And I'd like to know where it all goes too, because the city does need a lot of improvements and they need to spend the money back into the city.
Using the estimate of $100 million in direct spending, 2.25% of the sales tax money goes back to metro schools. That's $2.25 million. 7% of the sales goes to the state. That's $7 million. And as for hotels, using Spearden's estimate, 31,000 rooms for 3 nights at an average of $150 a night. That's nearly $700,000 to be divided between the Music City Center, the Visitors Corporation, and Nashville's general fund.
Now, given the success of the NFL Draft here, will Nashville be host to a Super Bowl one day? Spearden says no conversations have been had about it quite yet, but another NFL Draft could be in our future. For this week's Project Nashville, I'm Sarah Small, Fox 17 News.